We're live. Welcome. It is push day. Pushing. Upper body. The second one in a row. Not push day, the second upper body in a row. Push-ups, has been one of our absolute favorite, most effective push tools during this home quarantine situation. If you have no equipment, the bench press can only be replicated by this push-up. Of course, we'll have many variations as we've demonstrated over the 2.5 weeks so far. Today, I'll give you some more variations and modifications. You're gonna pick one, the one in which you can perform the most proper push-up movement. And I'll tell you what that is in a second. And we're gonna warm it up and get everything ready. You're gonna pick the one that you can stick with. Maybe not the hardest one, definitely not the double pause situation from last week. This is just meat and potatoes, basic push-up. I'm gonna show how to get the biggest range of motion. We're going to show how to go deficit and get a little extra couple inches of range. I'll show you also how to go from the knees properly. And then you're gonna pick that one, and we're gonna go forever and ever and ever and get, wait for it, 300 repetitions of that one. And we're gonna do it on a loop timer like we did 2 pull days ago with the self-applied towel rows. Today it's all about that push-up. It's all about that repetitive push-up. So really all you need is good floor space. Now, to warm up, we need the wall. So make sure you're near a wall. You're not gonna need much visual reference once we begin the onslaught of 20-second intervals. So just floor space, really. And if you're gonna go from the knees, obviously you need a comfortable spot to put your knees down. A mat is great, since we're not gonna be bounce around a bunch of different positions. A sweatshirt folded, a pillow, a blanket, a towel folded up a few times, your yoga mat balled up a few times, whatever you need for the knees to be comfortable. And we'll get to it in a second, but once we get the deficit, you're gonna need to put something down if you choose it. I would say in the home or apartment situation, the most common thing you would have is a couple books or magazines, a stack, and all we really need is a centimeter or more to modify. I'm gonna use these little pancakes that I have. They are compressible. There's sand in there or something like sand, so I might not get a perfectly consistent height difference over the 300 push-ups. So if you wanna get that extra difficulty, if you already are great at the regular full push-up, then you're gonna want a pair of something about this thickness. Could be a stack of magazines or a book on each side, 2 books. That's for the advanced people. Otherwise, just floor space. And if you are not quite doing the push-up perfectly yet or comfortably, then you're gonna get a soft floor cover for your knees to do the knee push-up. All right, I see some people are trickling in. Had a little issue starting the live today. Thanks for being patient with me. But if you just tuned in, it is push day. We're using one move and one move only. I bet you can guess what that be. The favorite quarantine push exercise. Naseem, what's up? So I see the comments are working. Holler at me in the comments right now if you understand what's about to happen today. I know a couple of you trickled in after I gave the little intro speech, but to save the long-windedness, it's push-up day, all right? And we're gonna do the most perfect, precise push-up you can create. I'll show you the modifications around the push-up, how we can make it lighter, heavier, etc., so you can get the most proper experience for yourself. If you're advanced, you're gonna grab a pair of surfaces that have a little bit of elevation to them, probably a couple magazines on each side or a book for each hand. If you are right in the middle and the push-up's difficult, you'll just do it on the floor. If you're just getting started with the push-up, it's not yet in your wheelhouse, you're gonna go from the knees, so you need a soft spot to put your knees down on the ground. And once we're set, we're stuck there. All right, I'm gonna take a sip of my water because l'chaim, the substance of life, made it all possible right here. No shots of whiskey today, sorry. Hello, mate. Today I'm rocking my Nomad Maxis Junior Ninja Challenge swag. And this is a dedication to everybody out there who is acting as caregiver at home. Parents, relatives, guardians of whatever type, friends. If you're watching young ones, it ain't easy, especially if you're not used to all day handling those people. So thank you for your service. Obviously, the youth is the future of our world. We have the opportunity to show them right now how the world responds to something scary and how we can do it together. So I know it's stressful, I know it's difficult. I was on the phone with my sister, just listening to the madness ensue with the kids staying home all day without school. So I appreciate what y'all are doing if you're caregivers. This was a little kids party we had recently. Max, if you're out there, just turned 6. Happy belated once again. It was fun to see all the young people. But one feature of the event I loved is seeing, once the kids had a job to do and supervisors, the parents could relax outside and to see that wave of like, oh yeah, this is my time off. It was nice to provide that for people. So I can almost imagine the stress and the difficulty you're going through right now at home caring for the young ones. So just know, we all appreciate it. You're doing a major task for public good, and keep it up best you can. I know it ain't easy. So, you know what it is. Shall we? We begin with the warm-up. We have to stretch the pecs out. We have to activate the shoulder blade retraction. And for me, it's already sore from yesterday's towel work. We're gonna start with the fake rows, but we're gonna do it in a scapular-only fashion. So I've got my arms out straight, and I'll try to show you best I can from this angle. All I'm doing is pulling my shoulder blades forward and then back. Roll them forward. There's no rowing yet. There's no arm movement yet. No elbow bending. And back. Forward. Push the spine back and squeeze them back. Forward. Squeeze them back. Forward. Squeeze them back. Forward. Squeeze them back. Keep doing this. Glide forward. Glide back. Glide forward. And glide back. Good. It's very important during the push-up that we get the arms back. Pop! Right there. And we keep the shoulder blades back for the entire movement. So memorize the way this feels. Just squeeze back and fold the back of the shirt. The other key you can imagine is reaching forward with your chest. So I'm reaching out with the center part of my chest and the top of my ribs. And in the process, you get the shoulder blade squeeze behind you. Reach and squeeze. And again, if you did yesterday's towel workout, you might already feel the rhomboid action. Pull back. Reach, squeeze, reach, squeeze. Now we do the fake push-up. So I'm setting the squeeze back, and we keep that. Imagine holding an object in that little gap between your shoulder blades. And while we keep that squeeze, I'm going to bend my arms back like I'm at the bottom of the push-up. And I'm reaching forward with my chest. We'll be reaching to the ground, obviously, with the chest to get the chest tap. And then, keeping this squeeze, this is the most important part, keep that squeeze while straightening your arms and pushing the ground away. We cannot allow this, even during the 300 repetitions. Squeeze them back, pull the arms back, straighten the arms out forward. Pull the arms back, straighten the arms out forward. Pull the arms back, straighten them out forward. Pull them back without letting the shoulder blades go. Push them forward without letting the shoulder blades go. We'll do it 10 more times. Push, squeeze. 9, squeeze. 8, squeeze. 7, squeeze. 6, squeeze. 5, squeeze. 4, squeeze. 3, squeeze. 2, pull back. Last one. And at that point, you should have the heat up there. There should be really no heat in the pecs at all. It's the support musculature that we need. Next, I'm going to the wall. Try and prop up a little with the view so you can see what's going on. And then we'll return to our original angle. Like so. Cool. Go to the wall, or if you got a buddy, you could do this with a buddy. If you're in class, you know exactly how to do this one. It's all about stretching the pec, and when we do the stretch, we got to get the shoulder blade back as well. Arm is as high as the shoulder, if not a little bit higher, and we're going to slap it on the wall, palm down, like so. And I'm putting my chest right up against the wall. I'm starting by facing the wall, and then what I'll do is lean away, push the chest in to get the pec stretch. And we're going to do it in repetitions. Don't just hold. Always before the workout, we stretch repetitively, dynamically. So I've got my right arm first, a little bit above the shoulder height. The outside foot can come a little bit behind, and we twist to get the stretch. And face the wall to relieve it. Twist and push the chest out, get that stretch. Come back and relieve it. Here's 3. We'll do 10. 4. Go deeper into the stretch, feeling with each rep. 5. 6, and back in. 7, and back in. 8, and back in. 9, back in. 10, back in. Now we'll switch to the other side, palm into the wall, a little bit higher than shoulder height. Make sure it's across the pec. This is what we want to feel. If you're feeling the front delt, and you're otherwise healthy without any weird rotator cuff injury stuff, if you're feeling it there instead of here, you're going to need to focus on getting the blade back and keeping the arm a little higher than the shoulder height. If I'm down and protracted, I'm going to get the feels in the front delt. That's not where we want it today. Same goes for the push-up. If you're feeling that area instead of this area, we're going to have to open up more squeeze. Left arm, get into the wall, outside foot behind us, twist to find it, face the wall to relieve it. Twist to find the stretch, return to relieve it. Here's 3, relax. 4, relax. 5, find that pec feel, relax. 6, open up, relax. 7, relax. 8, deep, relax. 9, big old stretch, relax. 10, relax. Good. And we're going to go ahead and get it twice because this is all the warm-up we get. Once we're in the shit, we are in the storm. So, right arm, another 10. Go deeper, maybe a little bit faster. I'll count. Here, open up. 10, drop. 9, drop. 8, open up, drop. 7, find the bigger range of motion. 6, drop. 5, force it. 4, back in. 3, back in. 2, back in. Last 1, relax it. Now we'll switch. Left arm. A little bit higher than shoulder height. Drop down and twist to find it. And face the wall to relieve it. 2, back in. 3, back in. 4, back in. 5, back in. 6, back in. 7, back back, 8, back, 9, back, 10, back. Good. Return to home base. I'm going to do 50 fake push-ups, and then we're off to the races. I'm seated or standing, whatever. Shoulder blades stay back, and now we just pull in and push out. And the focus is doing the elbow movement without the shoulder blade movement. Keep it stuck back. So here we go. 50, 49, 48, 47, 46, 45, 44, 43, 42. Your upper traps right here should start to cramp by the end because you're flexing back so hard. That's maybe 37, 36, 35, 34, 33, 32, 31, 30, 29, 28, 27, 26, 25, 24, 23, 22, 21, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Shoulder blades back. 4, 3, 2, 1. Awesome. Now into the push-up. I'll start from the ground up. The knee style would be sort of our level 1 for today. That even might be a lot for some people. So let's say level 0. Level 0, we have a pad for the knees. I'll put the pillow down, like so. All right. We have a pad for the knees, and then we also have a surface that's elevated on which we're going to do these push-ups. I'm lucky enough to have this workout box thing. This could be a low stool. This could be a bottom step or a landing area. A small step ladder, or I'm sure you can get creative and think of some things. Perhaps the bottom of the chair, which we've already messed with. All right, the seat part of the chair. Let's show that. Knees on the pad to protect my knees. Now the feature of the knee push-ups I need you to focus on. I was helping some people last night with some push-ups, and this is kind of what we discovered was the cue that was necessary. This angle here, the hip angle, needs to be flattened out. So we're planking from the knee to the shoulder. And then we descend with that, right? Notice I'm not here. If you have to do that, it's too heavy. We need an elevated surface. So, knees on the soft surface, planking at the hips. And I have this elevated, so it's going to be easier even still. Shoulder blades go back. And I tap the chest on the surface like we already talked about. I'm reaching out with the chest. And the requirement for today's workout, every single rep, we need the chest tap. That's full range of motion. If we can't do the chest tap, we've chosen a setup that's too difficult, too heavy for us. Okay? So no shame in using the elevated surface. No shame in going to the knees. Who just stepped in? Josh? So, better late than never, baby. You missed all the long-winded motivational talk. It is push-up party, by the way. We're just touring right now the options to choose appropriately. This would be the first level. Shoulder blades back. If you're on the knees, we're planking at the hip, and you go and tap that elevated surface. All right? If it's too far away from me, it's strange. I need it to be about eye level, or like right in front of my eyes, so that on the bottom I'm tapping my chest line, kind of like right across the middle there. Okay, if that's too easy, we use either a lower surface or we go to the floor. Again, I have the knees because we're doing many of these, so we need to protect. Again, no angle here. We need to plank the body. So come on out. I still have that angle. Let's get rid of it by leaning forward. It should be really no different than your plank. The plank, I would just put the feet down. All we do is drop the knees. So it might be good to start with your plank and drop down. None of this. We're here. If I start with my arms right underneath my shoulders, it's going to get weird. I need to start with my arms underneath my eyes so that at the bottom, my chest is lined up with my thumbs. Chest tap on the ground. Okay, that would be option 2. Option 3 is a regular push-up. Start in your plank position. Notice the nice width. I'm always going to be wider than my shoulders. And I'm going to sink in, like so. The little fingers turned out, and the elbows come out, about a 45. And we do those chest taps. Okay, option 3, or 4, however you want to count it. We're doing the deficit. Josh, you should do this one. I'm calling you out. We need 2 things to elevate our hands. Probably 2 books that are similar-ish in thickness. 2 stacks of magazines, maybe an inch of each. You could even use like 2 towels, fold up 2 towels right there. It doesn't need to be a big height. Any amount above the ground is considered a deficit, and you're going to get a brand new range of motion from this. So I've got these, we're talking like a fist width, a fist height. Oh, Josh, it's so kind. You're using the app. Lovely. Thank you so much. We will be using the app today, and you'll see how in just a second. It's a little Easter egg. I'll let you in on the secret. So I want you to pick your option of the 4 options right now to do many, many, many in. We're only doing 3 at a time, but go ahead and experiment. Make sure the requirement is you can tap the chest to the surface, whether it's the floor, the elevated thing, or whatever combination thereof. You need to be able to tap the chest to the surface without breaking down, and it shouldn't be heavy. Maybe you should be able to do like 10 or 15 in that setup. So I'll give you a moment right now. Got questions, throw them in the comments. I'll help you figure it out. I've got my 2 imaginary magazine stacks. Here's my setup. Look at the shoulder blades, I'm sinking in. I'm tapping. Okay, what do we got? Questions? Level 1 knees. Kiwi's doing the chat. I've got the dog in the game. Nice. Kiwi. Be careful because I'm going to use that now. Kevon. You're doomed. I got the cute nickname. Yeah, knees is great. Make sure you have a soft surface. And again, plank at the hips. Don't bend over too much. Okay. We ready? It's 100 rounds of 3. Yeah, I said it, 100. 20 seconds to loop it. All right. And I'm going to let you in on a little secret. If you download, Kiwi, what's up? If you download the Nomad workout on the App Store, the Nomad workout. Let me show you what it looks like. This one right here. It looks like I have to update it. So I'm gonna go ahead and update it. Anyway, in the meantime, open that thing, the blue one, and you'll have fun with it, please. It's free right now because of the crisis, so share it with everybody. Anyway, here's the secret. They won't tell you in the description. They won't tell you in the tutorial. When you get to that skill level screen, you're gonna tap the baby, the newbie, 5 times. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh shit, we got the Easter egg. Trainer mode. I love HIIT timers. This is the most basic HIIT timer out there right now. All you do is set the work time, the rest time, and the number of rounds. Yeah, I got an iPhone. for this purpose only. Don't worry. I still got my baby, my favorite, that Samsung Life. Anyway, for this one, you tap the baby 5 times, you get the trainer mode. You can set any time, so on and so forth. What we're gonna do is set the 20-second loop, and get ready for death, because here it is. How many bottles of beer on the wall? 90 motherfucking 9. Okay. And then I gotta just press go, and we got our looper. All right, get your setup. You're hanging with me. You know how this shit goes if you go to Nomad, these loop days. It's very meditative. You should every round learn more about the push-ups. That means you have 100 sets of opportunity to figure your form out, to get better at this thing. Try to stick with your setup. Try to chest tap on every single rep. If you see me cave in the shoulders, call me out. You got a perfect view right here. Questions? Are we ready for this shit? It's gonna take a while. About 30 minutes. Okay, let's struggle together. Love you guys. Get ready for our first set of 3 push-ups. Every bell, we hit 3 push-ups. And I'll give you updates on where we're at on the round count, because this is gonna show me every single round how many remain. If you need form tips, just let me know. There should be a little bit of time each round in the comments. Let's get this show on the road. This is it, then we're done. 30 minutes. Starting in 5, 4, 3, 2, begin. 3 push-ups. Tap the chest. 3, 2, 1. And I'm chilling for 10 seconds. Three, 2, 1. Here we go. Another 3 reps. Shoulder blades back. Tap the chest. Nice control on the way down. These shouldn't be fast. Make sure they're slow. Nice control on the way down. And get all the form stuff ready to go. Shoulder blades back. There it is. We go again. Nothing about this should be rushed. Plenty of time each interval to get 3 quality controlled push-ups. Here we go. Shoulder blade squeeze. Get into it. Good. Relax. 5 seconds, we go again. I'll crank this volume a bit so we can all hear. A little ding. Hey, file's done. Squeeze. Tap. 2, 1. Great. Notice not too much arching. Try to keep it flat. Game on. Let's go. 3. Shoulder blades are the primary concern, keeping them back. Reaching to the floor or the surface with the chest. Again. And you know we love these little cluster sets. It's short enough so that we can maintain deep focus through the entire 3. Instead of saying, there it is, let's get 300 done. Do as many as possible. If we break it up like this, much easier to wrap our head around. Stepwise. Again, 3. Shoulder blade squeeze. Chest tap. Every rep today. And if the chest taps become unavailable because of fatigue, you got to either go to the knees or raise the surface you're doing push-ups on. Got it. Don't be afraid to modify. No shame. Today's about quality, not difficulty. Perfect. 5 seconds. Looks like we got 10 rounds done. 90 remain. Get it. Chest taps. Every set. Quality. 33 reps into the game. A little over 10%. Let's go. There's that bell. You know what to do. 3 for quality. Meditate. Same thought process every rep. Don't let it get lax. Pick a spot for your eyes to zone in on. Really analyze the form. Try to find symmetry in the feeling. There's that bell. Let's go. Perfect. 5 seconds, we do it again. Game on. Let's go. Squeeze. Tap. Tap. Control. Tap. Very good. Feel that itch? My sweat glands are starting to want to open up. Oh, we've only just begun. What? Yeah. And I'm finding myself rushing the movement already. I gotta get back into it. No reason to get shy now, we're just starting. There's the bell. Zone back in. Slow it down. Make precise. Good. I feel it. You heard it. The app is the boss today. Quick note on where the weight should be. Make sure it's low in the hand, right on top of that wrist. Try not to put it in the fingertips. Try not to crank back too much. There's the bell. Also, we're not flaring the elbows. Remember, we turned the fingers out of it. Here we go. Woo. Starting to feel different. That's fatigue, knocking on the door. Here we go. Good. 20%, 80 rounds remain. Love it. 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, already. 3, 2, 1. Get them. Yeah, fire for sure. I'm dying. 5 seconds. Here we go. What's the David Goggins thing? Is it a 40% rule? I think he says, When you feel you've hit the end of the road, you're crushed, there's the bell. You got nothing left. You've pushed yourself as far as you can. When you feel that point, you're really only at your 40% of full capacity. So as the sweat is dropping already, I'm wondering how much longer I can handle this. We're not even at that 40% mark yet. There's the bell. Let's go. Oh. Okay. Lordy, help me. Go. Wow. Oh. Well, what's great is we know this one's going to work. We know it's going to be effective. There's the bell. I don't have to wonder anymore about this program. I'm already suffering. And 5, 4, 3, 2. Game on. Once again, meditate. Enjoy the monotony, the deep repetition, the opportunity to learn 300 times about this motion. Got to get that torso tap to the ground. Keep thinking about quality. Remember, you can always climb back down the ladder of difficulty to those easier options so that you can sustain close to perfection. Full range of motion is always on the priority list. There it is. I missed it. Jump in. Oh. Oh, don't cry, mother. Don't cry. Just do your push-ups. And Josh, did you say you're outside? That's amazing. I thought about being outside today for sun, but then I realized, there's the bell. Probably most of us watching don't get the opportunity to do this outside, at least my LA people. So to show a little solidarity, I'm inside today. Let's go. Wowzer. 65 rounds left. We're getting it today. This may be the most push-ups I've done in a sitting. Quarantine PRs are the best PRs. Okay, if you got wrist pain, I want you to pause. I want you to find something soft to put underneath your hands, but make sure you're wide and turned out of it. If you're cranked, if the wrists are too low and you're too narrow, yogi style, you're gonna get major wrist cranking pain there. So to take a couple rounds off, get something soft, widen your grip, flare your fingers out. And I'll catch up with my 3. Another great option, if the wrists don't like this, is to go knuckles. Line up a punch and do it right there. It's actually a bigger range. We're adding another, whatever the length of the hand bones are, those metacarpals, to the range. There's our bell. So pick your poison. If you've never done fist push-ups because you think it's too hard, it's actually gentler on the wrist. So go ahead and line up these hand bones so the back of the wrist is flat. That way we don't get this crank that may be causing some discomfort. Try the fist. I dare you. You might be pleasantly surprised with comfort. And I'll start alternating getting in the fist as well, because I do like that extra range of motion. There it is, go. Hit the bell. Starting to feel failure coming in. I may have to switch to the floor. Get rid of my deficit. It is what it is. Starting to fail a little bit. Oh no. What are we gonna do? Go. Keep the chest taps at all costs. If you're failing that third rep, like I'm getting close to doing, modify the setup. Raise the platform your hands are on, or put the knees down. Otherwise, keep trucking forward. See how long you can stay with your current setup. Shoulder blades back. Reach with the chest. The more you reach with the chest, the shorter the range becomes, the easier it is. So do the proper form. Reach with the chest. Coming up on the halfway mark. Let's go. If this is your first session push-ups with us in the quarantine, I recommend you go back to workout number 8. Really good variations, really good mechanical description. Give it a run, of course, after you heal from this one. And there are the sweat drops on the floor. It's official. My heart rate's up. With one simple move. In 5, 4, 3, 2, go. Let's work. 3 for quality. Ten seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, go. Congratulations. 50%. We're halfway through. We've passed that David Goggins 40. I'm going to switch my angle a little bit, give you some other insight. There it is. Round 51. Shoulders. Here you can clearly see the weight is low in the wrist. The fingers are turned out of it. The grip is wider than the shoulders, a little bit wider than the chest. I'm simulating bench press. Squeeze. I can see on the camera view here, I'm trying to make it as symmetric as possible. I'll keep using the visual for improvement. See how much I can learn about this. Again, go. We just lost connection, we're back. Right on schedule. We're doing so many of these, my knees are just gonna hurt from the rest periods. Keep moving. I know this sucks. 3, 2, you're gonna love it at the end. When you understand what you've accomplished. You're gonna love it tomorrow when you feel the downs and the next day. And seriously, every time we do a burpee, it makes me kind of happy the Spartan race got canceled. Whew. Amen if you feel me. 3, 2, 1. Almost ready for that 60% update. Here we go. Sweats on the floor. Still learning. Still perfecting the push-up every set. A lot of opportunity for improvement right now. Or at least for observation. There it is. Another one from the fist, so you can see this wrist alignment. We can't break that way, we gotta keep it flat. Big, long, straight line. You can see I opt to keep the thumb out, so it's not smashed in the fist. Whatever you prefer. It's gonna look a million different ways for your body, your wrists, your fingers. And there's that 60% update. 40 rounds remain. Very good work. If you made it this far, we might as well truck to the end, right? Well past the halfway. Less than 40% remains. Keep doing your thing. This is where we really get stronger. The deeper into the shit we get, the more benefit we derive from each extra step. Let's go. And 3, 2, 1. Game on. Shoulder squeeze. Reach with the chest. Beautiful. I'm enjoying this trainer mode. Most of the HIIT timer apps I use, which I love a lot of them, they're just too many buttons, too many bells and whistles. All I want is rest time, work time, and rounds. And a stop and a go and reset. That's what Andy put in the trainer mode. We wanted a simple HIIT timer. He made it perfect. Basics. There it is. Go. Keep it simple. Yeah. Just like today's workout. Simple but effective. Repeating the good stuff. Go. Another thing I didn't mention, make sure they're all full movements. So I know sometimes we do a set of 20, it's like, it's here. I want you to go all the way to straight elbows. All right. Five, four, three, two, one. Shoulder blade squeeze. Reach with the chest. 3, 2, straighten the elbows. 1, straighten the elbows. 4 moves. Yeah, I like a lot of those small ones. There's the bell. A lot of those shorties. Oh goodness. I seem to have pressed the wrong button. Give me a pause for a second. My sweaty ass fingers. All right, get your 3 right now. We're back on track. Back in business. In 3, 2, 1. Hit it. So yeah, whether or not you're doing the actual workout the app produces for you, use that hit timer. It's a simple one. But you gotta know the secret password to open it up. And that's tapping the baby 5 times in a row. 5, 4, 3, 2, and it'll open. Customize it however you want. 3, 2, 1, go. I'll hit a couple from the fists because we're getting towards the end and I want to squeeze out all the juice. You'll see me throw some pauses in there too at the bottom. Might as well, right? Shit. There it is. Update where we're at. 27 rounds. For sure, there's the bell. If you've made it this far, you will finish out here with me. Let's get it. Don't you dare quit on me at this point. We'll get to water in a second. Keep trucking, all right? Unless you feel symptoms of severe dehydration, then I invite you to stop. Switch the angle for the last 25. He made it back. That was quick. There's the bell. Oh, sweat. Yep. Here we go. Hit him. Pick your poison. Go. Do it. Quality. Full range. And still we have the chance to change our setup. I'd rather you stick with me and get the full range. Just change your setup if you need. Go. Go. Final 20 rounds. Let's do this. Go. Stick with me, please. This is where we get better with every rep. Moving on. The beginning was cake compared to this, right? You didn't come this far just to stop, or just to do 2 reps instead of 3. So you fucking push right now. We got 18 rounds left. Make it happen. Figure it out. Stick with us. And of course, part of that talk is to myself as I feel the looming failure. Begin. I bet a lot of you are doing better than I am at this point. You don't need the pep talk, but I'm dying. Last 15 rounds. Make this shit work. Do what you have to do. Modify the setup. Self-initiate a little more aggressively. Make sure you give your arms a break during these rest periods. Don't stay in the plank. Go. Don't even lean on your arms in the rest period. Let them float. Like even this would be exhausting. I want to get off them. 5, 4, 3, 2, go. Keep moving. We're doing well. If you're with me at this point, you basically finished it. Final 12 rounds. The rest is just being stubborn. The extra marginal suffering that will occur from here to the end is nothing in comparison to the big picture. So just deal with it. You might as well. Just go through with it. For the sake of completion at this point. Final 10 rounds. Let's go. Chest tap every rep. If you can't get it, change your setup for the final 9. Three, 2, 1. Stay with me. Better yet, push me. If I know you're out there doing it, I'll make sure I finish these. Let's go. With me now, please help. Help. Final 6 rounds. Oh, now I kind of don't want it to end. This was nice. This will be the most focused I am all day, for sure. I enjoy that tunnel vision. It's a beautiful thing. Yeah. Home stretch. Let's get it. You know what to do. Keep your form. Keep the chest taps. Plank the body. Full range of motion. All the way to that finish line. Persevere. Sustain the quality and the effort towards creating it. Going through it today. Let's go. Move. Home stretch. Thank you, Nassim. I'll get those shoulders back. Appreciate it. 50 is good though. You got 150 reps. That's crazy. Beautiful. You know what it is. Shall we? Together. One last celebratory set of 3. Perfect. Oh, and give me that final bell. We've done it. Oh, wow. That was nuts. I definitely have the sweat silhouette on the floor. Oh my God. What's that you say in the comments? Do a shot? Oh, fuck it, I'll do it. Oh. Might as well. Cheers to you guys. Keep this shit up, all right? This is too fun. I feel connected for an hour, you know? Ah. A little bit left. By the way, Jimmy, if you're watching, thank you for the gift. This was a congratulatory thanks from Jimmy. Who will be opening his gym, 10th Planet Palmdale, as soon as this shit is over with. So I trust many of you will travel with me to the grand opening, whether or not you're a jiu-jitsu practitioner. You know, Jimmy's a Nomad, so that's what we do here. We support everybody in the tribe. Oh, Jeff, what's up? Did you do the whole thing? I didn't see you in here. Or are you just tuning in to say skirt? Hello? Lord. Well, that was serious. Yeah, for sure. I agree. That's my mother, by the way, for those of you watching Storybook Matinee. Jimmy does deserve a great part. He's been working his ass off. But like I said, ooh, Jeff, yeah. I know you love these workouts, this type of shit. We do these all the time in the gym, Jeff and I. And I can't wait to do more once life returns to normal. And all of you will celebrate. But of course, we'll use equipment instead, just to make it that much more saucy. Anyway, what was the message today? Oh yeah, I got the shirt on. Appreciate you people caring for others. Especially those caring for young people who were once in school, once occupied doing other things, and now just need your guardianship. So keep it up. You're doing a service to the world. We'll try to keep doing our part and support each other, right? Young, old, everything in between, whatever you're doing. That should be one of the lessons of this situation right now. This is a struggle that falls on everybody similarly, maybe more similarly than any other struggle we've been going through as of late, in my life at least. So the world is in this one, you know what I mean? Of course, everybody has a little bit different level of burden. Those of you in the service industry, you're taking the greatest burden because probably you're not working right now. And whatever I can do, whatever we can do to help, let us know, and we'll try to be there. But anyway, because it falls evenly on all of us in some way, even-ish, this should be a lesson in supporting each other, because we're all in this shit together. Anyway, enough talk. Download my app. Jeff's in it, Allie's in it, Avery's in it, Mario's in it, Jimmy's in it, my man Bob Weber's in it. The Nomad workout on the App Store. And if you want to use that timer feature, like we just talked about, tap that baby 5 times, and you can customize your work time. You can customize your rest time, the number of rounds, and you do your thing. All right. Have a great day. I'll see you tomorrow for some HIIT. Work on that quarantine belly. You dig? Wow.